Hey, Howard.
In case you need a lawyer, here's my business card. I'm attorney Howard Ankin.
Oh, hey, Howard.
If you or someone you know has been hurt at work, Ankin Law can get the medical bills paid, the lost wages reimbursed,
Oh, hey, Howard.
and the compensation you deserve.
Hey, Howard.
We're one of the largest filers throughout the state of Illinois of workers' compensation claims. We're here to help. Call 312-6-million. Injury law made personal, that's Ankin Law.
But now it's time to make our picks. Jim, I'll start with you. Who do you got winning the World Series between the Dodgers and Blue Jays?
I guess I'm going to go Dodgers in 5, just because I thought a team would get to their bullpen and expose it, and I thought they would exit. I think I had them against the Phillies, and thought because their bullpen had been such a I guess horror show for them, a delight for others, and just because the postseason starters manage differently, hooks tend to be shorter. I thought that would be exposed, and so far the way they're throwing, it hasn't, and they should be well rested, and they should have all arms on deck. And just I think the Blue Jays have a little bit more going for them than the Brewers in terms of bat speed catching up to velocity. So if not the Blue Jays, I don't know who else would get to the Dodgers. I've just been wrong about the Dodgers, so I'm going to overcorrect and say that the bullpen is not going to be a factor. The Dodgers also have a pretty good offense themselves when all their stars are aligned. And so I'll say Dodgers in 5.
How about you, James? Who are you going with?
I'd say similar. The Dodgers have painted their masterpiece. They've truly only cared about October. They absolutely bloated through the season out of care. Their starting pitching, especially with Yamamoto kind of becoming what he was promised to be, looks a little. It's not the flaw that it looked like at points of the year with how banged up they were. Ohtani's finally got it going after somewhat illegitimately cold first couple of rounds, but obviously just being kind of an unstoppable player. Vlad's postseason just makes him more confounding to me. He took it to the wire and holding off Lenyn Sosa in home runs, and now is looking like 2021 guy who might have deserved MVP votes against Ohtani. But I expect another weird swing back into not hitting for power at some point next season that will cause everyone to freak out again. But yeah, as exciting as the ALCS was, it was kind of not cold comfort, but it was let's enjoy this because the other team on the other side looks like they're operating on a different level right now, and I'm not expecting to have much fun. So I won't be disappointed.
I'm going to be opposite of you guys. I got Blue Jays in an upset in 7 games. Toronto has been great at home all season long. And when it comes to postseason experience, I think George Springer is going to play a huge part in this World Series. And that's going to be my pick to be the World Series MVP is George Springer. It's a great storyline, especially on how Dodgers fans going to react to seeing George Springer bat. If Blue Jays fans couldn't handle Seattle booing George Springer after getting hit in the knee, it's going to be thunderous boos from Dodger Stadium, remembering what happened in 2017 between the Astros and the Dodgers. So I think home field advantage is going to play a factor here for the Blue Jays. And this postseason, to your point, Jim, I've been wrong for most of it. So I'm going to overcorrect and say we're going to see a surprise. I got Blue Jays in 7, knowing full well that you guys are probably closer to being right. Dodgers in 5. But I'm trying to will it that the season lasts until November.
I will say that the infield, when you watch games at Rogers Center, just plays so much faster than anywhere else, especially when they're building that the rally for the Springer homer. Just grounders that didn't look necessarily scary, just shot through with no issue. So I think it is. I can see it being a little bit of a advantage for Toronto, just in terms of positioning, in terms of knowing how to push for extra bases. When you see it, you watch a lot of baseball. in different parks than you see Rogers Center. That's the one thing I could see jumping out in terms of, aside from like home field advantage being kind of mushy during the postseason and maybe not really holding up as a force. Like that's one factor I can see where, kind of like the dome teams of yore with the, with the Cardinals and with when they're at Busch Stadium and then with the Twins in the Metrodome, just like, if you know the angles and you know, just the speed of things, it does seem like you get a little bit of an edge that maybe doesn't transfer over when you go back to grass. But, if you win the games you need to win or that are lined up for you, then it makes the rest of it easier.
Well, let us know in the comments section on SoxMachine.com who is your World Series pick between the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. I'm hoping for a lengthy series of close games to make it exciting for this upcoming week as we enter the final week of Major League Baseball in 2025 season. Thanks for watching the latest Sox Machine video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/SoxMachine. And if you ever need something to listen to, subscribe to the Sox Machine podcast wherever you listen to podcasts, such as Spotify and Apple Music.